Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for more of our Gencon Bonanza Explosion Blowout coverage, brought to you by our amazing Kickstarter backers and these amazing companies right here who helped donate games to us so we could put them on our Kickstarter. Huge thanks to them. And then, of course, Tasty Dimensional Games and Minion Games, our big sponsors. So right now, I am super excited to be talking about the upcoming game from Restoration Games, Fireball Island. Yes, they redid it, did huge on Kickstarter. I got a chance to sit down and play a whole game. 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes to play, and this was a game. It's a big 3D like volcano. Yeah, it's a volcano. And you're going to be going around, you're going to be collecting all these little tokens. It's got like a set collection aspect where you're trying to collect these tokens. You're going to be playing down cards to move around, collect tokens, you know, putting fireballs down there, trying to flick these embers at people and knock them down. Lots of cool stuff going on. So on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to pick up your guy if you've fallen down, which will happen quite a lot, and other people are going to be stealing stuff from you by doing it. And then you're going to play one of your 2 action cards that you will have that will let you move spaces, and then generally it will tell you something else to do. Maybe you're going to flick an ember to try to knock people over. Maybe it's when you go buy these tokens. Normally you can only take one at a time, but it'll let you take more than one at a time. Then you can play what are called, I think, souvenir cards. And souvenir cards, you'll start with 1, but you can collect more throughout the game. These are going to give you all sorts of wacky special abilities, like you'll be able to move further, you'll be able to travel from one cave to any other cave you want, because there's like this cave system, where if you walk into a spot on the board and it has a cave, then you normally roll a dice to see where you end up as, so you kind of get lost, which is cool. The terrain, though, I got to mention the terrain some more. It's really stinking cool looking. You got to have these bridges set up, these ladders set up, and balls set up all around. And when you have to, you're going to drop these balls into the very top spot, and they're going to go who knows where all over the place and knock things down and knock people down. Very cool mechanisms on to the game. But at the core, it's kind of a set collection game where you're going around, you're jumping over people, stealing stuff. There's one big jewel that you're going to be able to get at the top, which is worth 7 points. There's also a press your luck aspect. So every time you're going to play what's called a Cataclysm card, I believe after playing 9 of these Cataclysm cards grand total, you have, I think it's 2 turns to escape the island. If you can escape the island, then you're going to score bonus points by taking things out of what's called like a penny tray, because there's a lot of different rules that I'm not mentioning that I'm kind of glossing over. But there's also another good way to score points is that you can go around the island and you can take these pictures, and if you survive and get on the airplane, the helicopter, then you'll be able to take these pictures back and score 5 points for them. So there's a couple different ways to score points. Overall, though, got a chance to play it. My thoughts are fantastic family game. Just first and foremost, as a family game, I think this would go absolutely over well for years and years to come. This is also the kind of family game where I don't ever really see kids outgrowing it. Like if you start playing this with a 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old, they're going to want to be playing this, like 20 years coming home for Christmas. I think this is still the kind of game that you're going to be able to bust out because it is a classic game, very easy to learn, very easy to teach, very cool mechanisms. It's fun jumping over people and knocking them down. It has like these really neat moments too, just like these little moments in the game that come out so well, where it's like, oh my gosh, he just positioned the volcano to come towards me, and he's going to be putting 3 balls in the volcano, and it's like one of the balls hits you, but you only lose stuff if you get knocked down. You're like, stay strong, and the ball like hits you, but you're like, you almost tip over. It's like, oh, I didn't tip over. Then you do it again. It's like, oh no, I almost tipped over. And then like the third one gets you or something like that. It has those cool moments, those really neat moments that just make memories and are kind of the reasons why we love playing games so much, and this is able to capture that. And I think that's the kind of thing where playing with your family, it's going to be just a great memory. Now, as an adult game, that's the other perspective. Would I play this on a game night? And I like the game enough that I think I would from time to time. I think it's a really cool novelty-style game, but also at the 30-minute mark, I think this is a good filler game, too, where if you're waiting for, say, the 4th to show up, you bust this out, they say they're going to be 15, 20 minutes late, you can have it taught, you can have it played in probably 30, 35 minutes, and obviously quicker if you know what you're doing. It had cool souvenir cards, cool action movement cards. I like how simple it was. You're going to have 2 choices. Play one of those, move around the board. I really like this game. I thought it was a great game. This is a game that I immediately I'm interested in getting when it comes out and adding to my collection, and really enjoy this one. So that is Fireball Island from Restoration Games. If you're enjoying this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below or in the comments below. Let me know. When's the last time that you broke the law? What about you? When's the last time you broke the law?
I mean, it's probably happening constantly, just because there's so many laws. Most of them are dumb.
Okay, true that. Lots of dumb laws. Can't ride horses over, people. You can't trample people. All sorts of stupid laws like that. Probably loitering.
Yeah, there's plenty of good ones, but there's plenty of tiny, difficult ones.
Insignificant laws. Let me know in the comments below. What was the last law you broke? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.